Hello. Here we go again. You know, there are times you just manifest something. I'm looking at you, Charles, bitter, bitter troll. You wrote something on there that was in the comments, and we'll get to that, where you said, "Hey, I wonder if he's going to have trouble with his audio when he comes live again." And I tell you, there are times you just manifest things that are going to happen. And I was confident. I thought this was going to be going great. I've got my monitors going. I've got a mirror of myself right there in the background. I thought this is going to be a fun show. It's going to be a slick show. It's going to be a professional show. And everything went wrong. Everything went wrong. There was a double sound. I forgot to mute my my monitor where I'm listening, so I had double sounds with a delay. Of course, I laughed, started going. Of course, my microphone was muted because I mute it, and I could see from my lovely producer Anna, she's going, "Cannot hear you, dumbass. Cannot hear you." And so here we are. Let's try this again. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Paul Sun-Hyung Lee here. Welcome to the 92nd edition. 92nd edition. I've been doing this so 92 times and I still haven't hit a perfect landing. 92nd edition of Funboxing Sundays. I am your host. This is a show where basically what I do is I unbox a geeky collectible, I do a half-ass review, and we chat. And that's about it. We gather as a community. We catch up with each other. We talk about news. We talk about toys. We celebrate each other's wins. We commiserate each other's losses. But it's a great way to sort of wind up the past week and get ready for the new week ahead. We have friends, old and new, joining us from all over the world on this channel. And I'm glad you're here today to join us. I, of course, am streaming on 3 different platforms: YouTube on Bitter Asian Dude Inc., on Facebook Live, and of course on Twitch, which I still don't understand, but the option is there. So here we are. Thank you so much for joining us here. It's been a week. It's been a busy week, and we've got some really great toys to unbox tonight. Last week, I had a poll that was up on the YouTube chat asking all the viewers or everybody who was involved which Hot Toys action figure that we should unbox for the next show. And this is the next show. And so here we are. And the voters had spoken. Overwhelmingly, we've got the Hot Toys DX34 AE. That stands for Artisan Edition of Anakin Skywalker. What's so special about this particular figure? Well, the latest craze in 1/6 scale collectibles, rooted hair. 2 words, rooted hair. So that explains the title. Real hair, don't care. We'll see what this hype is about, because for those of you who know, these figures highly detailed, and in this case, I mean, in the past, you know, characters with hair, it would be molded hair, it would be sculpted hair, it would be painted to look like hair, but it wasn't hair because it's just a big hunk of plastic. Well, the next evolution of these figures is rooted hair. They've actually gone through and they've placed hundreds, if not thousands, of little bits of synthetic hair into these dolls. Yes, they're dolls. Action figures, dolls. It's interchangeable. Who cares? They're cool. And so, yeah, we've got one of the first ones that was been released by Hot Toys. There's another company out there called InArt. I think they started this trend, and they've been going gangbusters with it. So we're gonna do this. This piece was it was a bit of it was a journey to get. There was limited editions, as they always are, to create a demand for these things. But anyways, we've got this this lovely figure that we're going to be unboxing tonight, as well as to celebrate the 50th anniversary of my favorite movie of all time, Jaws. NECA has released a couple of action figures in that line, and of course, a re-release or a refresh of the classic Jaws game. So we're going to unbox that as well tonight. And we have a couple of other sort of really fun figures that I initially saw when they were announced. I thought, oh, that's really cool, but no, I cannot do it. And then I saw them in person, and yeah, I grabbed them. Of course, I'm talking about the Sesame Street Ernie and Bert by NECA again. So we're going to be opening up those 2 figs because I think Sesame Street, I mean, first I think Big Bird, but then there's Ert and Bernie, and there's Grover and Oscar the Grouch and everybody else. But Bert and Ernie are the mainstays for me. So we're going to open up those figures as well. So yeah, get yourselves a drink. Let's go. And I got a comment up here. What is this? We got a super chat from Sean P., my brother from another mother.
I would like to see the baby.
Thank you so much for your $2 super chat. And Sean writes, hope we have something awesome to commemorate in episode 1K. Holy crap, that's a ways away. That's like 908 episodes away. And yeah, given my schedule, we might get there in a few years' time. But yeah, thank you so much for that vote of confidence, Sean. I hope you're doing well, and thank you again for your support. Again, to everybody, these super chats help out the channel. They don't go into my pocket. They go to fund the channel so we can bring you this lovely content on a semi-regular basis. But it's great. Thank you so much for that, and for always showing your support and being a friend of the channel for as long as you have been. All right. So if you're new to this channel, I explained to you what we do. There are lovely, lovely people in the chat. We have a drinking game that we also play along with during the show. It's just, you will notice that a number of things keep on happening during the course of a live stream, and we decided we could have a little bit of fun with it. Now, it doesn't have to be alcohol. It can be any number of different drinks as long as it's liquid. You can be drinking pop, juice, coffee, tea, blue milk, whatever floats your boat. Doesn't have to be alcoholic. I myself am partaking in the CZ tonight. That's right, Coke Zero. Channel's not sponsored by them, but I am working tomorrow. I'm shooting another episode of Murdoch Mysteries, and I got to get up early tomorrow. I got to be ready. And to be honest, I went out drinking last night. It was a friend's 50th birthday party, and yeah, I'm still feeling the effects of that. So I am, I'm being a good boy. I'm being a professional, and I'm sticking with the Coke Zero tonight. So, but you'll notice that if these things happen during the course of the live stream, you take a drink. For example, if I use profanity during the stream, I try not to. Every once in a while it happens, you take a drink. If I tell Tommy or anybody really on the stream to shut up, this is done with love and affection, you take a drink. If I use a term for those of you who don't know, or nothing can be easy, and I think I've already used that term once at least, you take a drink. If I mention instructions about anything, which I love instructions. Why? Because they tell us what to do. You take a drink. If I talk about a collectible retaining, gaining, or losing its value, you take a drink. If I have technical difficulties of any kind, like with sound or camera or my lighting, you take a drink. So you're already, I mean, we've already begun. It's already begun. So you can see how much fun this evening can be. If I find a dent in a box, and I say it's fine because I'm not a mint in box collector, but you know it's not fine just because of the way I look and the way I say it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Take a drink. If I drop a screw or a tiny battery or anything really while I'm working on something, putting together a toy, adding batteries to something, and invariably it slips through my fingers, then the profanity, and then the crying, and the, you know, anyways, you take a drink. If I gaslight or I get gaslit by anybody on either a guest or my wife, who is a moderator and producer of the show, or anybody really, you take a drink. If I get stymied by tape, and I'm talking not your fancy two-sided, double-sided snot tape or whatever, just like tape, Scotch tape, basic Scotch tape. It happens more than I care to admit. It is my nemesis. You take a drink. And the biggest one of all, of course, is if I need to take a bio break, you got to finish that drink and pour yourself another one. And it happens. I'm of that age. It happens. I'm sorry. So those are the rules of the drinking game. Very, very simple. Have a lot of fun with it. Drink responsibly, obviously. And if you've got a glass, let's raise it. This is my Blue Jays. Hey, they're on a heater. They just swept the San Francisco Giants out of the All-Star break. Sorry to talk sports ball, but I'm going to take the wins where I can. Currently in first place in the American League East by 3 games. I think the Yankees won. So, but we're ahead. And who, you know, this is great. To set a record for most consecutive home games. To the Blue Jays, to the rest of you, here's to a great week behind us, and here's to a great week ahead of us. Cheers. That's yummy. All right. All right. So we've got the rules of the drinking game out of the way. Now we have one more tradition. I think that, you know, those of you who've been on this channel for a while, and of course it is the what should we call it? It is just sort of saying hi to everybody, mentioning to everybody, giving the shout outs. I think that's what it is. Now, Back in the day, it used to take me more than an hour to get this done because I like to talk. But I've streamlined it. I've started exercising my ability to sort of get through this. So we're going to try doing this, and I've given myself a time limit of 5 minutes to get this done. So I've got on my watch. One day I will figure out how to put that stopwatch bug right up on the screen so we can watch it. But in the meantime, I'm going to use my watch. And as I do this, I'm going to say hello to everybody who is joining us on our chats on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Twitch. So starting about now. First up, we have John Takis being the first on the comment boards. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. Carrie Fanti is here as well. Hello, Bitter Troll. That's you. You're the one that enabled me to make that mistake. That's cool. Hey, look, it's Pat's Fan for Life 69, not Pants Fan for Life. Pat's Fan for Life 69 joining us as well. Good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us again. My dear friend Andrew Theriault is here. Nothing can be easy, my friend, but thank you so much for your generosity. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I hope you and Pedro or Peter are doing well. Monstar 0305 Justin, how are you, my friend? It's the Global Health Science Institute from Southern New Mexico joining us here in the warehouse. Thanks. I just love saying that name. Thanks so much for joining us today. All right, we've got some conversation happening, so I'm just going to scroll through here. Anthony Only has joined us today on, not on Facebook, on YouTube. And we've got more talking. Yannick Frev is here. Hello, Yannick. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Tommy K is here. Everybody, in 3, in 2, in 1. Shut up, Tommy. Take a drink. Thanks for joining us, Tommy. I hope your head is doing better than mine was this morning. Okay, we're going to scroll on through here. D. Sertle is in the basement with us. John Galgano is here. Joanne Chufuk is here as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have John DeLong is here. Hello, John. Good to see you. We've got Daniel Irwine here joining us. Sean P., my brother from another mother, has joined us as well, but we already read his super chat. We've got Melissa K. Hey, all the way from Sweden joining us. Hello, Melissa. It's always lovely to see you. We've got LQ joining us. Hello to you too. We've got Gary Lau here. Satania Snuggles Cook is joining us on Facebook Live, and yeah, it's awesome. Vanessa C, long time no see, Vanessa. Thanks for joining. I'd love to see your name up back on the chats. We've got AJ Agrusa here joining us. Bad Wolf Media is here as well. Scott Robosco is here. Robsco. This is my eyes. I swear, I'm just reading off this tiny screen. Hey, Rob, how's it going? I hope you are well. Good to see you. Okay, we've got Rustin Rich Tarek here on Facebook. Hello back to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Raymond Tentis has joining us all the way from Minnesota. All right, good to see you, my friend. We're going to say Christopher Duncan, double dipping. Thanks, Bitter Troll. We've got Gordon Gooch joining us again. Any cons coming up? We'll talk about that a little bit later as well. We've got Tony Antoniuk joining us on Facebook Live saying hello. We're going. What's the time code at? We are at 2 minutes. I got 2 minutes really remaining to get through this. All right. I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay. Justin B is here saying, what's up to everybody? Happy Sunday. We've got Brad Davidson. Thanks so much for the compliments on the backdrop. We've been working really hard on the basement. Ryan Dole 31 from Instagram is here. Hera has to be the one. Yes, sir. Of course, there is a poll that's going up, and currently it's Hera and the Dewback and Sand Trooper who are neck and neck in the lead. There is a poll at the top of the of the YouTube chat. Vote to see which figure should be unboxed next show. Okay, we've got Robert Yerbia joining us. Hey, what's up with you? Good to see you. This is great. Just lots of conversation. I'm loving this. Brad Davidson, I said hello to you already. Double dip, love it. Guess Beskar Kid is here. Yes. Glad to see you made it, my friend. Love your channel. Love the stuff that you're doing, my friend. Great stuff. You're just killing it. If you want to see really good reviews on hot toys, check out Beskar Kid's account on Instagram. Really, really great stuff. Matthew Sinclair is joining us in the warehouse, and lots of furious conversation, which is great. And I think I have just about gotten to the end. I think that's it. Oh, TVC Mackin is here. Yes. Podcast of the Wills has joined us. Yes. Eric Elliott has joined us from Face. No, he's on YouTube, on the tube. We've got Alan Balcom. Hello, my friend. Molly DeLuca is here as well. And that's it. Beskar Kid saying thank you very much. Hey, we did it. Look at that. 16 seconds remaining. I rule. Thanks, everybody. So happy that you were all here. For others who join in, I'll give you your shout outs as we get along. I can see it's really, wow. It's like, I could see it on two different screens. It's multiple Pauls and it's a bit disconcerting. So maybe next show we'll have something different in the backdrop. Okay. So here we go. We've got today, again, like I said, let's just put this bad boy up here right now. We've got this lovely Artisan Edition version of Anakin Skywalker from Sideshow. Now, there was a bit of a process to go through this because it was limited. I believe it was like 3,000 units that Sideshow had access to. There was a process to get to it, right? It wasn't first come, first serve. If I recall correctly, you had to sign up to get a notification, and then it was going to be made available to the general public at a certain time. I believe it was like noon Eastern time. And when you logged on, when it went live, you were put into a virtual queue, and that was random. So it didn't matter when you sort of logged in. It as soon as it went live, it sort of scrambled everything, put everybody into a lottery format, and you got like, you were 275th in line of like 13,000 people or something like that. And you had to wait for everybody ahead of you basically to go through, this was limited of one item per person. And yeah, I think they designed that as well to help the website from like not crashing and this and that. Anyways, I lucked out. I was able to get in line before the 3,000. I was one of the lucky 3,000, got through, paid for it. And this was, I think I pre-ordered this last year. I think it's been about a year. Yeah, it arrived about a week and a half ago. And so we're going to open it up and see what this is about, because this is a premium figure. Obviously, one of the first rooted hair figures Hot Toys has released, because, you know, in direct response to InArts and Queen Studios, with some of the fantastic work that they're putting out there. And this came at a price. I mean, Hot Toys are not cheap to begin with, and this was almost, you know, a good $150, maybe $200 more than what a Hot Toy is. So I am curious myself to see, is it worth it? Is something like this worth it? I mean, granted, the rooted hair is a very, very, I would imagine, labor-intensive process. And you know, they would save that only for certain figs. But I can't see them mass producing this for every figure from now on. I think that it's just a little bit too much. But who knows? Maybe if they got robots doing it and who can recreate it and make it look good, we'll see. But I mean, certainly looking at the picture, I mean, Hot Toys, they will often use these aren't screen grabs, these are actual shots of the figure. So we're gonna open it up and take a look at it. My good friend Steve 3 joined us. Oi to you, right? Tommy K is saying it took about 2 years for it to come out. So there you go. I was just sort of guesstimating there. Sometimes I feel like I say things take longer than usual. So I was hedging on the side of maybe not taking as long. But yeah, 2 years, I guess, makes sense. A lot's happened in the last few years. So there it is. Okay, so let's get back to this figure. Of course, this is Anakin Skywalker from Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. It's an oversized box. It's a lot wider than the regular Hot Toys box. Hot Toys box, like it's about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches thicker. This is a deluxe edition, so there should be a lot of goodies on the inside. It's got the standard cigar box wrapper on it. There you go. The cigar band. That's what it's called. You've got Anakin there being posed. Again, this is the toy. It's not a screen grab of Hayden Christensen. It's a toy, right? And got on the back, they started adding hologram stickers to authenticate, because there are a lot of knockoffs out there, I guess. But there you go. So you get the holographic sticker, and you can probably tell it's a glossy band. Glossy band. You can see the camera that's up there, right? You know, I got my greasy fingerprints on the side, and I think this feels like this is a slipcase itself, right from here. And so we're gonna, there you go. Yeah, it's a slipcase. So let's slip it off and see. Whoa, that's nice. And as I slipped it off, the cigar band did not go with it, but here it is. Wow. So this is a beautiful box. Wow, the artwork is great on this. This is stamped on here. Star Wars. It is reflective. There you go. So you got that gloss on there. It's interesting because you can see the corrugated cardboard underneath, and you can actually feel the cardboard, the corrugated cardboard there on it. It's got special little branding on it here too, little symbols here. The DX, which you know, it says here, Artisan Edition, right there. Stunning hair craftsmanship. We'll see. I'm excited to see this. There's like and this artwork, this poster stuff is great. There's Obi-Wan looking smug and judgy. General Grievous, Padme, clone troopers, Yoda, Palpatine. Somehow he returned. That's later. And first time I've noticed this Disney branding on a Hot Toys box. It's pretty prominent. And it is like a folio style, I guess. It's like a book. You can just slide it out. And here's something I just want to point out as well. It's an interesting, there is on the back here, some sort of it's like an insert. That's really weird. I don't know. So I'm going to let's just open this up now. I'm going to slide it open. All right, come on, let's go. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen, son of a bitch. Here we go. All right, so that flopped open. Didn't want it to flop open, but it did. And that's life, and I swore, so take a drink. Pretty intense portrait of Anakin right there. Anakin Skywalker, discovered as a slave on Tatooine by Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Anakin Skywalker had the potential to become one of the most powerful Jedi ever. Some even believed he was a prophesized chosen one who would bring balance to the Force. A hero of the Clone Wars, Anakin was caring and compassionate, but suffered from a deep fear of loss that would prove to be his own downfall. Oh, yeah. So this popped off. It is the foam protective cover on it. Quite nice. Ooh, look at that. Oh, we've got a super chat from Bob Dylan.
I would like to see the baby.
Thanks so much, Bob. I love you. Congrats. Any chance you are unboxing the package I sent you, Bob? Bless you. I have been, you have to reach me. Like, I have been trying to figure out who it was who sent it to me, because you sent, if you were the one who sent me those two figures, I wanted to give you a personal thank you for that. What a generous and complete surprise it was, that you had these figures. And I think you commented on a couple of streams a few months ago, but I lost track of who, what your name was. And it's been killing me because they're right over there. I've got it in the stack. Thank you so much for the chrome clone trooper or stormtrooper, and it's the gold chrome TK and Fennec Shan. Thank you so much. If that was you, thank you so much. Anna, if you could take a note of Bob's name, please. And Bob, please, I want to get in touch with you and thank you for this generosity. It's just so unexpected and so clandestine that I didn't know how to reach out and say thank you in person. So we'll get to that. But thank you very much for this. I really, really appreciate it. It's a big relief that finally we can put a name to a generous benefactor, and I appreciate that so much. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I got this package delivered to me a couple of months ago, and my they in it were 2 hot toys, the aforementioned gold chrome TK, which I do not have, and a Fennec Shand hot toys. And there was no note, there was no, I didn't know who it was from, and I'm trying to track down from the, because there was a shipping label on it, and I didn't know who it was from, and so there was no card in the box. And yeah, thank you so much. I got them there. Again, so generous. Thank you. But I didn't know how to reach out and say thank you to whoever sent. So Bob, thank you for reaching out and for letting me know it was you. And yeah. We'll get you settled up. Yeah, we'll get you. Thank you so much, Bob. I'd love to be able to. I want to send something your way, so that's perfect. We'll keep in. We'll get you to. How do we do this? Email me, bitterasiandude@gmail.com, and let's get our stuff set up. So because it's a little package I want to send for you. So thank you so much for that. Okay, we're gonna get back to Anakin Schmanikin. Here we go. So he's got really inside the box. I didn't. Oh my God.
I would like to see the baby.
Oh, thank you so much for that super chat. Again, there is a letter inside the Fennec Shand box. I promise it will answer your question. I didn't open it up. I didn't open any of the boxes. They're still there in the plastic wrap. I didn't think to open up the boxes because it was like I was going to unbox them later, and so that's great. Okay, there you go. Thanks, Bob. But this is why you shouldn't keep things like that inside of a wrapped box. It should be easily accessible. So I know exactly, but I apologize for that. Okay, after we unbox this, I'm gonna go grab her and I'm gonna open it up, and yeah, we'll do that. Oh my gosh. Wee. Here we go. So Anakin's head is in a container. Look at that. And his body has no heat attached. So looking for instructions because I'm terrified. What is it? It's in that stack of Anna's come downstairs and she's throwing me off. She never comes downstairs unless it's to beat me. Okay. Open this up. It's off. Ooh, look at that. It's a nice little insert. And so here we have it's a clamshell that lifts out. There's our base here. I'm going to move this. Okay. I think this lifts out. Yes. Okay. So the body lifts out, and it's got a lovely foam insert to keep it protected. Got some lovely faux leather, right, for the Jedi tunic right there. And underneath it, got Anakin's cloak, Jedi cloak. Law instructions. Thank God, because I didn't want to go mucking around with this. It's got, I mean, even the instructions have the fancy label. Take a drink, everybody. Take a drink. I'm going to open this up. So that's it. Okay. Number 1, warning. This product is not a toy. Collectible use only. DC to USB power adapters not included in this product. Okay, so you need an adapter. Do not store or display the product outdoors. Okay, good idea. Do not expose a product in high temperature and humidity, as these extremes can cause loss of yada, yada, yada. All right, these are all, okay, warnings. Look at that. There we go. So we have separate rolling eyeballs. There's a little tool that teaches you how to roll the eyeballs and try to get them in alignment. Otherwise, he looks a bit crazy. He's got the different, they show which different hands can grip which different lightsabers. So it looks like we have multiple. Looks like he's got Dooku's lightsaber. He's got his own lightsaber hilt. You've got 2 different versions of his arm. You can show the robotic one with glove and without glove. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Range of motion, how to put on the cloak. The cloak has a wire rim in it. This is the aforementioned battery pack because the lightsaber will light up and it'll show you where you can place the lightsaber, either connected right to the figure's back or placed on the stand. Right? The different lightsaber hilts. You've got the static one and the one that looks like it's in motion. And yeah, be careful of the mechanical hands. And it doesn't say anything else. All right, good. So his hair won't explode if we're playing too much with it, which is a big relief. Or it's not going to fall out. Just trying to put the instructions back. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to put you. Okay. So let's take this off. Let us remove. Do not expose product to Padme. Could break her heart. Very nice, Matthew Sinclair. Steve 3, check under the jar. There's shampoo and conditioner. What, I got to wash his hair? But Steve, he's not going to be outside. He's an indoor figure, not an outdoor figure. Like cats. Okay. Here's the stand. Yoink. All the sabers. Ooh. Ooh, fancy. Love this. Anakin's lightsaber. The old Graflex. And Dooku saber. Right? So in the duel where he disarms Dooku. Give the man a hand. Come on. That was a good joke. Yeah, that's on General Grievous's ship. What's it called? This Angry Whisper, Silent something. There is that. Battery pack. Ooh. The hand. Here's the mechanical arm. Look at that. This is pretty sweet. I love the contrasting, like the gold with the black. Very, very cool. Look at the range of motion on the fingers. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Look at that, eh? Oh, the thumb even goes up, so you can get the proper... That's great. Look at that. I think that is a rule. If you have... Let's kind of get a hold of that hand. Yeah. If you have a mechanical hand of any kind with articulated fingers, by law, you have to flip the bird with it. Everybody did it with the Infinity Gauntlet, right? Everybody, the first thing everybody did was give the finger. It's in and out. That's a rule. That's a rule, right? Here, look at this. There. How's that? Rock and roll Cleveland. Spider-Man. Right? So that's gorgeous. So you have, if you want, you can, and here's the plug where you would insert into Anakin's arm. So you can either have the gloved hand, or if you wanted to go full Skynet prosthetic arm, you've got it. And the detail in there is great. Look at that. Look at that cylinder in there. Nicely done. Nicely done, Hot Toys. Really, really lovely. I'm not even going to try to do this right now because it's going to blow up in my face. Okay. This is it. This is what we came for. Look at that. Here is, I don't see any shampoo or conditioner, Steve. You're full of shit. It even has, says, can you see that? It says Anakin Skywalker. Right there. It is. This is really cool. All right, I'm going to remove some of this plastic wrap here. Yoink. It's, you know what's cool too? This kind of looks like the same. This gives off the vibes in Empire Strikes Back when Vader is in that little capsule on his ship, right? And Admiral Piet has to come and talk to him. Those are total vibes that I'm getting from this, because it's ooh, here we go. And of course it's got plastic too. There it is. Top of the head. So this is rooted hair. It's very stiff. So it's like somebody's taken hair product. It's like almost like helmet head. So you can see it is movable. And I guess if you took it, I mean, gosh, if you wanted to restyle it, I guess you could, right? But like, look at how it swept back the hair here. You know, I need to add some more light here. Hold on a second. Get on here. There we go. You can see the hairstyling there where it's flipped back. It's flipped back that way. Right? He uses pomade. Yeah. Or some super stiff gel. Does it smell like Axe body spray? No. As soon as I opened the box, it would have, if you would have known, but it smells like victory. No, it doesn't. But it is heavily, there's a lot of product in there. Yeah, a whole can of Aquanet was used for each one. Hair gel. Yeah, this is really cool. And I'm almost afraid to take. Where do you grab him? Where do you grab the head? I guess by the face. I don't want to squish his hair, but I guess. Oh, and he's like firmly in place. Okay, hold on a second. So how the hell? So there is a screw under here. Do I need to use a screw to? Back to the instructions. I don't remember seeing anything in the instructions about how to release the head. And the tape is, come on. I mean, it literally just says like, this is number one, how to attach the head, but it doesn't say how to release the head. And how do you release the head without grabbing the hair? Because this is, it's, yeah, no, this is, what the fuck? Any help? Let's grab hair when the hair's been. Any YouTube tutorials? Yes, there are YouTube tutorials on here. There should be. It always comes with the whole instructions for your figure, but it doesn't say anything about how to. I'm just doing the search. Instructions. Twist to the left. Best Car Kid says twist to the left. There we go. All right. Thank you, Best Car Kid. And there you go. Okay. So there was. Don't touch my hair. So finicky. So this is why they have a lot of product on it, basically. If you want to look here, so you can see there's a tab right there, and there is a corresponding, there you go, slot that's fitted in there. So that's what it is. It's just you put it in, you twist it, and it locks it. So thank you. See, this is what I mean. You want the real deal. You want a professional who gives you great advice and like a good review on Hot Toys. Best Car Kid. Check out his or their Instagram channel. That's what I've been watching, and it is, yeah, that's a legit channel. you're not watching some tourist fumble around in the dark like with me. So and I'm like, where's the body? Oh yeah, it's over there. I didn't freaking put it anywhere, so I'm gonna stick his head back there. Let's get the cloak over here. Let's look at the body. The body. Okay, so you've got Anakin right here. Fake leather, or leather tabards, the Jedi tabards, which is great. He's got his gauntlet, which can be removed. You can give him the whole jacked sort of like bionic arm look. The material of his regular tunic is great. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see the the pattern of the material looks very, very screen accurate, which is what I love about it. It's not just it's not just plain fabric. Like, you can actually see the lines in it, that sort of crepe like texture that they have. This is great. Right? The utility belt is accurate to the movies, the food capsules, his boots, Anakin Skywalker boots. Right. This is great. I'm going to remove this plastic. And so here are these are the new head. Like, before, it used to be a ball on a peg. Now they've got this interlocking system where it's supposed to be easier to put on, and so you don't have to force fit it. You just sort of click it on and get it into position here. So I'm gonna do this. Line up the slots. Try not to mess up his hair. He's got a really long neck, but I think is it secure? Come on. And again, I don't want to mess up his hair. This is stressful. Like, rooted hair, I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm just really worried about, give me molded hair for less money. Good Lord. I know, I'm aware. I just plonked down this rooted hair head on my desk. I'm not even gonna touch those eyes. I'm not gonna touch the eyes because I know I'll mess it up and it'll be a little bit. One will be a little bit off, and it'll look like he's got a lazy eye or that he's been kicked in the head by a donkey or something or an EOP, and that'll be that. Dear God, what is going on? I think that's it. I think that's it. And his neck looks super like unsecure. Like it just pops on there, but it looks a little bit too long, and I'm afraid it's like very it's lined up. I just can't get it to. And where did I put the? Oh, here you go. Check the instructions one more time. I don't know if you're supposed to hear a click or pop or something, but detach a head sculpt. Separate rolling eyes. No, I think that's it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. I just had to like just use a little bit of force to just sort of it's a pressure fit. It's not like a clicking sound. You don't have to push too hard, but you just have to give it a nice little push down so it seats itself properly and not worry about it too much. But I'm like, I'm gonna say right now, this looks great, but I'm so stressed. Even with instructions, nothing can be easy. And you're absolutely right, my friend Steve. It's stressful. This is like, honestly, these instructions are so basic, which is great. And I think this is why I'm receiving emails from Sideshow saying, hey, here are the instructions, online instructions for you to watch beforehand. And yeah, I think you kind of need those now because they're not these, while great for very basic things, are passable. But if you really want to see them, if you need questions answered, you need to watch somebody do it. That's what those video instructions are for. So, okay, lesson learned. Lesson learned. You need instructions for the instructions. So here he is. This is the boots are one piece. One piece. So it's not like it comes down to a certain area and then it's cut off. You can see that it is attached. And switch the other camera. That's better. So actual boots, one-piece boots, which is great. Treads, very realistic. Really, really nice. Shin guards, you got the double straps on it. Pants. He's got pants. The tunic or the tabards, there's a wire inside, so it keeps its shape wherever you want to bend it. So when you're posing him in his badass poses, it'll stay, which is great. Wow, I'm stressed. That was stressful. And the hair is the hair. It's great. It's like, I don't know, if I was to, is this worth it? Is this worth it? Up close, it looks great. Is it worth the extra $200? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'm kind of happy with just the I'd be just as happy with the molded hair. I'm used to the molded hair. It's not like I'm going to be redoing his hair, saying whatever. There were 2 editions of this. The one, of course, the Artisan edition, which was, with the rooted hair, and it sounded intriguing. Oh, okay, real hair. Real hair is like, is it always going to look better than molded hair? And in this case, I'm not sure because there's so much product in this real hair that it might as well be molded, you know? And I don't know what advantage really, other than, hey, you know, we did this, to justify the outlay of 200 extra dollars? No, I don't know. I mean, it's all in the eye of the beholder. I mean, I'm glad I got it, but now I know that it's not the end all and the be all. Now, this is my first one, first rooted hair figure, and it was honestly stressful putting the head on, because you have to hold on to the head and the hair to put it on the body, and so that was stressful. I'm not gonna lie, that was stressful because I don't want to mess it up. Because if I'm not a hairstylist, a 1/6 scale hairstylist. I don't have a brush. I don't have hair. So why would I have a 1/6 scale sized brush to fix his hair? Um, and that's the other thing. Now, Melissa K, valid point. You're wondering if how well the hair product will hold up over time, and different factors like humidity, temperature, all these different things. Is it gonna wear off and he's gonna get a mop? That'll be interesting. It'll be interesting because there's intricate little, I mean, again, see how just above his ear, it's like swept out from underneath his hair. How the fuck am I supposed to reenact, like recreate that? See, look at that. It's very like through there. Come on, man. And so Anna's put up a picture of the Anakin, the non-artisan edition there, right? And sure, sure, you can tell a difference. There is a difference. And the photo, yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm really not going to notice it as much. I don't think, unless I'm looking for it. Yeah. Maybe he is born with it. Maybe it's midichlorians. Yeah, I don't know if on 1/6 scale, yeah, I can get a 1/6 scale hair blow dryer. It's a straw that's attached to my mouth and I'll blow. Um, that's the thing. With this scale, I almost think that maybe the quarter scale, if it was a quarter scale figure, it would make more of a difference. Because quarter scale is a little bit bigger, you know. Um, you want to talk about real versus molded. If you think of like the NECA figures, uh, the Jaws figures, for example, they released, a 1/12 scale, a 6-inch Jaws figures of Hooper and Quint. And the first round release of these figures, they had like they had cloth jackets and whatnot on there. And they didn't quite nail the look. It looked a bit doll-ish, right? The next wave that was released for Jaws 50th anniversary, it's molded clothes, and it looks tight. It looks way better. And I kind of almost prefer that in a sense, because it's hard to recreate. And so if you're going to charge more for a quote unquote real thing, then that real thing has to be excellent. And this real thing is excellent, but I don't know, like maybe in the instructions they have instructions on how to maintain it, how to repair it. He's got lots of curls. There are a ton of curls that Anakin has. If the product like fails, is it going to are the curls going to stay there? Is he going to look like a drowned loth cat? Look at the curls. Look at those curls. Crazy. But it looks great. I mean, yes, he does look great. I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to go, oh, the money wasted. Looks great. Stressful AF to put the head on the body. Looks great, though. Is it worth the extra $200? Well, it's a limited edition collectors now. There aren't that many of them out there. So in that sense, kind of worth it. Uh-oh. Did we lose the stream? Did I lose a stream here? Am I still here? Everybody good? Anna? I'm not. No, I'm good now. But you couldn't see me before. Could you hear me? Was I just blathering on into the... Okay. All right. Yeah, don't take him to the beach either. His hair might frizz. Right? Exactly. Holy crap. Wow, that was so stressful. Okay, so that was the other thing too. Displaying him. Obviously, got to display him. But yeah, I wonder about how long his hair, that product will last for. Are there maintenance tips in the instructional video? Because there's nothing in these instructions. And what to do, how to get a tiny 1/6 scale hair person to maintain, upkeep, and or restyle if needed. Steve 3 says, now put it back in the job before the curls drop out. Right. That's crazy. All right, hold on a second. I gotta... Oh man, that got me so stressed. I have to pee. So hang on tight, folks, because I gotta go to the bathroom. And where's the thing here? Just so you don't have to stare, I used to have a thing that you could stare at if I had to go pee. Or is it gone? No, I don't have to pee. No, it's gone. Oh, there it is. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I was getting hot too. I was all sweaty because I was stressed out over wrecking this thing. This is the fear is real. Wow. Yeah, that's it. Have a good week, Sean. Thanks for joining us. This is the eye pose we need on all the hot toys. The eye pose. The eye pose? That's the eye pose? What do you mean by eye pose? Like that? Pants fan for life. Pat's fan for life. 69. Sorry, Paul. I have to finish watching tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone. Much respect to you, sir. Hey, lots of love back to you as well. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, check it out on the replay. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Have a great week ahead. Right on. Okay. Good Lord. Good Lord. This is the guy. So here's the guy. Got the cloak. I'm so stressed right now. Like I almost don't want to touch him to sort of put all the other stuff on. So I think this is something I have to steel up my courage for. But we do have something else that we can go through. Bob Dylan, you sent me a couple of hot toys. I'm going to very, very carefully. There you go. Take off Anakin's head and put it back inside. Should have just left it. Oh, he's getting frizzy. There we go. Okay. That's the other thing, the frizz. Brandy Woods. What's up, Brandy? I think the extra $200 you spent for rooted hair might have been better spent as a therapy session for all the stress it's causing. Yeah. But hey, what are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? It like a lot of things in life, it may seem stressful at first, but once you get used to it, once you get over that fear and realize that, hey, you know what, it's not the end of the world, then you kind of got to let that go. And I think I'm kind of there, but I kind of I just don't want to do it on a live stream where I bugger everything up. So I'm going to quit while I'm ahead here. And I'm going to take the win on this because I am going to move on to other things here. But yeah, that's good. Joe, you have to head out as well. I'm on a schedule now. My dog needs to be, meds at a certain time. Hope you all have a good night. We hope you have a good night. Thanks for joining us, Joe. Give Figment a nice little scratch and behind the ears for me, will you? I hope he's doing well and hope you're well. Thanks for joining. All right, let's put the instructions back, which were so helpful. I can't even get it in the. There we go. Bucket. So, final thoughts on this artisanal edition, like bread, right? Artisanal bread. It's a gorgeous figure, and I think the process of putting all that hair, rooting that hair is very, very meticulous and laborious. Andrew, this is why you leave it in the box. LOL. He's gonna come out. He's got to be posed. I just need to sort of do it in, and not screw it up on a live stream. So Anakin defeats Carson. Yeah. I just, at this point, I'm just kind of like, okay. Is it worth the extra you know what? If it brings you joy, then yeah. This has brought me a lot of stress I didn't realize I was going to get from it. And that's something to consider, is like, this is, it's a bit finicky. This is something that you want to be very, very careful. Hey, George, how are you? We're just talking about the Artisan Edition Anakin Skywalker here with the rooted hair, and is it worth it? And I think one of the things that I was not prepared for is the fact that, yeah, with rooted hair, there is extra care involved. It was stressful getting it out of the little jar, head in a jar, and mounting it on the body because I was afraid of ruining his hair. And you can't really do that without touching the head, which has hair all over it. And so, yeah, there's that. But once you get over that and you just kind of go, okay, it is what it is. I'm not going to destroy it. As long as my hands aren't dirty or filled with or wet, or I'm opening it outside during a hurricane or a rainstorm, it's going to be fine. Just breathe and you'll be okay. It looks great. I think they're saving these for certain figures, which is smart. I think, is it worth it? If it brings you joy and it's something that you want and you want to be proud of it, then sure, go for it. If it came down to it again, would I do this again? Depends on the figure. It depends on the figure. Am I happy I have this? Yeah, I'm happy I have this because it's my first rooted hair figure. And I thought it was pretty cool. I'd actually pre-ordered a while ago, like 3-4 years ago now, the Gandalf in art with rooted hair, and as well the Robert Pattinson Batman with rooted hair through InArt. I ordered those not through InArt, by InArt. I ordered it through Toys Wonderland, and they screwed me. So they're gone, and they took my money, and there's no recourse. So I'm glad to finally get a rooted hair figure. Yeah. So is it worth the hype? If you're on a tight budget, I don't know if it is, honestly. If you want something that is really unique, yeah, I think so. That's the other cool factor, is the fact that this one has real hair. Not real human hair, but like hair, rooted hair, synthetic. What is the hair made out of? That's another question. That is another question. But it's a beautiful box. I like the box. I like the artwork on the box. I think it's really cool. I'm going to put you back in the box and I'm going to I'll play with you later. That's right. I'm going to play with it. Even though it's a collectible and not a toy. You're not the boss of me. I do what I want. Flip the gutter band. Jeez, I need a drink. There we go. There we go. Okay. So you are here. Bob Dylan, thank you for the Fennec Shannon. As you can see, still in the plastic wrap. And so I didn't know you wrote something. Should I open this? Should I take it? Now, I've already done an unboxing of Fennec. And she's actually, where is she? Right, there's a throne room right there. I don't know if you can see her. Right beside Grogu. There is, I've got the Book of Boba Fett on the throne. I've got little Boba back there, Arena Boba Fett, Cad Bane, and Boba Fett's blaster there, and Fennec is there. So this is why I didn't unbox this. And so I'm gonna open this up to see if there's the letter. But I just wanted to show you, Bob, that yeah, I had it. It is here. The resale value of that is way down now. Yeah, well, let me tell you something. I'm gonna buy it too. Here it is. Oh, it's a lovely letter about my work and how he discovered me through a friend on Kim's Convenience, which is really, really great. And oh wow, this is beautiful. Thank you so much. That's really great. It says, P.S. I'm hoping you don't already own the other figure I am sending. I'd like to think of it as the Star Wars version of an Oscar that you so very much deserve. Thank you very much, Arthur. I appreciate that so much. Yeah. Oh my God, that is so generous. Again, this is when when you're fans. Oh my. Look at that. What a lovely display. Like the stand. And some kick-ass artwork. That's amazing. With the other New Republic pilots. Is Sash Ketter. That's Deborah Chow, and that's got to be Filoni. Nice. Oh my goodness, this is not what I thought it was. You just used the box, you scoundrel. I just, yes. This is, oh my God. What a treat. Oh, you just used the box, you scoundrel. Holy crap. You gotta be shitting me.
I would like to see the baby.
Bob, stop with the super chats. I am looking at the figure now, and I'm suddenly realizing what a dunce I am. Oh my God. This is, of course, Justin's Collectibles. You, of course. This is, oh my My cup runneth over, my friend. This is I gotta get what's in this out of the box. It's the helmet. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. Here we go. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is incredible. Look at it. Oh my God. Arthur. I don't know what to say. Thank you. This is so cool. I'm just gonna fix the belt here. Oh, look at that. The coat, the cylinders, they're actually like the individual cylinder. They're there. They're not molded in there. These can pop out. They're fitted. Look at this. Cinch up this belt. Jim Monster, if anyone's looking for a commission from Bob/Arthur, check his work out here. Oh my. This is, I'm beside myself. I'm beside myself. Huh? Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to put the helmet on. Use a little bit of gum. Spirit gum in there. I'll make sure that's. Oh, I love you, man. Thank you so much. Instructions. Extra hands. That's great. Yeah, it's the two-piece helmet. And I believe if I recall correctly, Justin repainted this helmet, which is, that's legit. That's so nice. That is so cool. This is crazy. There we go. And the visor even slides up and down, which is great. Sorry, I'm just removing some of this tack. Oops. I even... Okay. If you're just joining us right now, I just got this super amazing gift from Justin's Collectibles and Justin's Collection, and of course Bob Dylan. And it is a custom-made 1/6 scale Carson Teva figure. And I'm just beside myself trying to get this. Oh my God. Trying to fit this guy's helmet on. Second. And I almost dropped myself. I think my head's too big. I think the size of the 1/6 scale. I think it's too big. I think my head's too big. Oh my God. Got the placement on? No. Can't seem to get it. Hmm. Oh my God. It's another super chat. I'm sorry.
I would like to see the baby.
Matthew Sinclair. Beautiful work. Incredible. Yes. 100% guarantee. This is great. I'm sorry. I'm just so gobsmacked right now with the level of detail of this figure. And oh my gosh. Just trying to get this. Here we go. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is something I'm gonna be playing with myself well into the night. My cup runneth over. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I was not expecting this. This actually caught me completely by surprise. This is incredible. This is incredible. I don't. There's Justin's collection is he's got a YouTube channel. Great guy. And follow him on YouTube. Find out again. He's got another totally legit Hot Toys review page. Great person. I've been a guest on his show many years ago. Here we go. I've got. So if you, I've got a card. BP Art. Yeah, let's do this. BP Art. Check it out. Follow. Here's a QR code. This is incredible. Wow. I'm speechless. I am so speechless and so humbled and so honestly it's filled with such gratitude, and I don't know what to say. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to give this a proper read afterwards too. I appreciate you so much, Arthur. Yeah, gosh, this is great. This is so great, so unexpected. Yeah, thank you. Anna's just put the link up there to Justin's collection. Check it out. Give it a follow. This is something that has been in the works for a few years now. Yeah, I'm just, I don't know what to say, except, thank you. Thank you so much for this. This is definitely, this is definitely something that is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for this. All right. I'm going to... Yowza. What a lovely thing. What a lovely thing. This was not on my bingo card for today. Open up a custom 1/6 scale figure of the character that you play on Star Wars. I'm just gonna put you over here. I was so happy because I just last week unboxed my action figure from Hasbro, my 3.75 scale, and this is just, it's the icing on top. So thank you. Thanks very much. Jeff Carlo has sent one Bitter Asian Dude Inc. gift membership. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for that. I think earlier on we had a super chat from Matthew Sinclair. Beautiful work, incredible. Thank you. Bitter Troll has been a member for 46 months. Thank you for constantly supporting. Thank you, Christopher, for that. Everyone is clapping at their PCs and phones for at Bob Dylan. It is amazing, bro. 100% can verify. It is amazing. This is, yeah, and no rooted hair. No rooted hair for Appa. That's great. Holy crap. Wow. Why did you just end the live stream here? Because how do you beat that? We'll do our best. But oh man, Bob, thank you so much. Cheers to you. I'm sorry. I'm so slow on the uptake for this. I have a lot of boxes in the basement. Anna will testify to that. And so thank you for being diligent and coming here and hounding me on this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Cheers to you and to all the fantastic artists out there and the loving members of the community who support and will cheer something like this on and show how generous and how lovely and how wonderful and how giving this community we're building is. Cheers. Thank you. Now I wish there was scotch in this. Okay. Wow. That's what a treat. This is why I love doing this channel. This is why I love doing live streams. I will admit I was a little bit tired today. I was a little bit tired, a little hungover, but I'm so glad we did that. Yeah, that was not on the bingo card. What a lovely surprise. All right, up next, we're gonna open up this. This is the Jaws 50th anniversary refresh of the classic Jaws game, which was first released in 1975, if the internet is truthful. And I remember this game when I was a kid. I remember seeing the commercials for this game on TV, and in it, there was a shark that didn't look as cool as this shark, but the premise of the game was the same. There are certain items that you put in a shark's mouth, and you had to pick them out with a boat hook before the jaws snapped shut. That's it. That's all. Right? So Let's open this up because Jaws again. I saw Jaws when I was 5 years old in the movie theaters. My parents took us to see Jaws. It was 1977, completely inappropriate for little children, but my parents were immigrants. They were hardworking, and they just wanted a fun night out. And yeah, what a night it was. So here's a nice look at Bruce the shark right there. It says there's some assembly required right here. We'll see. Yeah, these are the items that are included where you're going to be able to pick out of the mouth. This is also really cool in the fact that you can just display Bruce the shark. If you don't want to play the game, you can. I mean, it's cool enough that you want to display it. That is a good box. It's a nice box, right? Very nice box. Anna, do you want to show? Can you put up a picture of the original? There you go. So back in 1975, that was the original shark. Bit cartoony, a little bit different. Looks more like a thresher shark, or sorry, not a thresher. What is it? A blue shark, because it's so skinny and torpedo-like, right? It's not a great white. Not a great white. But yeah. So I'm using proper cutting etiquette, and I'm cutting away from myself. I don't know if you saw that. I was cutting away from myself. Of course, I'm talking to you, Ryan and Steve, about proper knife etiquette. Bad Wolf Media says, I'll repeat what I said at the start of the show. Jaws, ILM, and me. All the best things come from 1975. John, Jedi Poodoo, Takis. My dad wouldn't take me. Saw Star Wars instead. Can't be angry. No, absolutely not. Hey, I wasn't angry. I loved it. I was terrified. Holy crap. Talk about a life-changing movie. I did love it. Did spark upon me an obsession with sharks. And not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, so it's got a clamshell. Accessory is all the you can see all the stuff here. Hope this Bruce is more reliable than the original filming shark. Well, I'll tell you, looks great so far. Way bigger than I thought it was going to be, although by the size of the box, I don't know what else I was expecting. I'm going to pull out instructions on how to put the fins in, how to reload the jaws, and how to play. All right. Pretty straightforward. Now we got the shark is being held in place by wires, metal wires. And as Steve will let you know, that's not going to be a problem for me because I've got my wire cutters here. That's right, Steve. The gigantic wire cutters. And that's not a problem. Just cut me loose. Do it. Woo, big boy. Oh, NECA. Good job. Good job, NECA. Great job. Tire. Sorry, all the ASMR plastic. Oh my God. Whee, the fins just didn't want to come out. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Nothing can be easy. God, that was harder than it needed to be. Oh, look, there's more tape. Good night, Andrew. This is great. Yes, thank you. And thank you again for sending me those Micro Galaxy Squadron ships. Andrew was kind enough. He found a couple of great ships for me for the Micro Galaxy Squadron series. He got me a few Tri-Fighters and the TIE Striker that I was looking for. I haven't been able to find them in Canada. So, you lean on your friends. Steve got me a Tri-Fighter. Andrew got me a Tri-Fighter. Even D Sertle got me a Tri-Fighter. So it's great. I love that. Andrew, thank you so much for that. And after a bit of a mix up in terms of addresses and whatnot and duties, I was able to get it, and really, really happy to receive it, and can't wait to unbox them next week. All right, here we go. Here's some of the accessories. A 6-pack of Narragansett beer. The beer that Quentin was drinking, that he crushes. We got we've got a camera, human bones, half a ship's wheel, scuba tank, and anchor. Human skull with a big hole in the head. So the shark didn't get him. We got fish guts. Ooh, a revolver. Lantern. License plate. Swam up through southern waters. Louisiana, accurate to the film. We've got we've got a radio, a boot. A boot what? A glove. And oh, Ryan, you'd like this? A jug. A jug of moonshine. And of course, can't have all that without a gaff stick to pick stud items up with. Right? So these are all the items. Here's the shark. Let's put the fins in. They just pop into place, apparently. Pop them in, slide them up. 1. 2. Wow. Big boy. That's 20 feet. 25. 3 tons of them. Look at that. Look at the bum, 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 bum. Give me a kiss. Yeah. Yannick says, time for me to head out as well. Have a great week, everyone. Paul, have a good day on set tomorrow. Thank you so much, my friend. Have a good night. Say hi to Winnie for me. Good night, Yannick. Brandy was asking, were you asking something? Did I see something? Is there a soft serve? Is there a soft serve ice cream machine? No, not in here. Not in here. Whoop. So there you go. Mouth locks open. And I think the trigger's on the tongue. You go, boop. Bum, 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 bum. Feed me. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. This is it's hefty. I like it. I like the paint. The paint scheme on it's great. Got the little branding on it right here. Universal NECA 2025, made in China. Right. Carcarius. It's a great white. Certain angles, man. This thing looks badass. Fish are friends, not food. Right. Right. Look at that. This is, and it's got a doll's eyes, lifeless eyes. Right? Except when they bite you and they roll back and and then you hear that high pitched screaming. So the jaw locks open. You can close it, obviously. It locks open. You can hear the spring. And then this tongue. There's a spring. Click. And so the whole idea is you fill its mullet mouth with all these different items. And using the gaff stick, you have to try to remove the items without triggering the mouth shutting. So that's it. That's the game. Shark is, that's it. So you put it like that. It's neat because the fins themselves act as a stand. So when it's, I don't have a camera angle of it, so I'm just going to do it this way. The fins itself, so it basically sits like that on a table, and you fill the maw, the mouth of the great beast, the fish, with all the accessories, and then one by one you pull it out. Now, it's interesting. I wonder what is there a weighted mechanism? I think it's if you accidentally press the tongue down too much, it snaps shut. And yeah, that's it. I don't know how much I'm actually going to play this game because it's so pretty and it's such a great. I mean, this is a great shark to display. What would be cool is I wish it had a stand. Is this displayable without being played as a game? 100%. 100%. And you could, oh, look at these little details. I love this. Like the little scars on the mouth, on the side, right? This is 100% displayable. And in fact, when I first saw this online, when I bought the other figures, I thought this was just a shark to be displayed. And I was actually quite surprised that it was a game. And then I was delighted to find out that, oh, it's a refresh of the old game from the 70s. Except that shark looked kind of lame. This one looks like John. There you go. Right? I mean, honestly, look at the eye. Look how goofy it looks. That's ridiculous. This is a killer's eyes. Doll's eyes. This is great. Yeah, so I'm loving this one. Thank you, NECA. You really, and you knocked it out of the park. I think next week what I'll do is I'll unbox Quint and Hooper, and I will show. I'll do a comparison between the molded clothing versus the actual soft goods. Do that. My parents were on drugs. My parents were just hardworking immigrants who didn't understand that this movie would be completely inappropriate for a 5-year-old. But hey, I turned out fine. Melissa K is saying the vintage one looks like it was made by someone who'd only heard of sharks by rough description. There you go. Or a kid drew it. They based the design on a kid's drawing of a shark. Ah, angry shark. That's it. So yeah, this is great. I'm totally, so yeah, next week what I'll do is I'll go into storage as well. I'll dig up the Sam Quint with soft goods, clothing, and the jacket, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison and unboxing. See if Quint fits in that mouth. He should. No, it's not quite the scale. It's not quite the scale, because if you look at this is just, I mean, the shark's supposed to be like 20 footer, 23 feet, 25 feet long, 3 tons. This is not to scale. I mean, if it was a TVC figure, yes, TVC. So this is more 1/18th scale instead of 1/12. This is a 1/18th scale. So, ooh, I have my reaction figures, but those are carded up. So, but that's, yeah, this is a 1/12 scale, not 1/12, 1/18th scale shark. Haha, couldn't bite me. So there's that. All right. Yeah. The Super 7 ones. That's right. The Super 7 ones. But I have those. I got those on eBay, and I'm pretty sure that they were opened and they got resealed back in, because I'm looking at going and I can see the discoloration of the glue in there that they used to re-glue the plastic clamshells over, but they're on display right now. Edio Perez is saying, when I was 6, I lost my Disney hat in the Jaws Lagoon at Universal. They stopped the tram to try to look for it, but it was gone. Jaws ate it. Yep, probably. It's a good thing you just lost your hat. Just your hat. I remember going to the Universal ride with my wife Anna on our honeymoon, and that was a big that was a bucket list thing for me because I'd always wanted to ride on that. And Anna, you remember we lined up early to get into the park, and when the gates finally opened and we were allowed through, like people ran to the other like really popular ride. I can't even remember what they were, like the Men in Black ride or other ones. And we went to the end of the park to go to the we were the only ones there, and we're the only ones riding on the lagoon ride for that. And it was a blast because it was just the two of us on the boat. And I remember it was the first time I'd ever heard you scream like that when the shark came out of the water. It was awesome. It was the best. Yeah. All right. Scott says all you need is Quint's head and shoulders sticking out from the side of the shark's mouth. Yeah. Yeah, true enough. True enough. And bits of him on his teeth. Like when he comes back in and smashes the orca and he goes after Brody, and Brody's hitting him with the little tank, with the air tank. You see chunks of flesh hanging off the teeth, which is always such a grim detail, and I love Spielberg for that. Because it's like, yeah, those are pieces of Quint that he's just tried to digest. Okay, we're gonna move on. And I gotta say this again, Bob Dylan, I'm still thinking about that figure and how amazing it is. So thank you to you and to Justin again. How incredibly generous. And thank you for putting all your efforts behind that and doing this. It's just, I'm still blown away by it. All right. Here we go. Let's talk about Sesame Street. I wasn't going to get these. I said I wasn't going to get these. I saw them. I was like, oh my God, they're so cool. Like I had to restrain myself so hard on the Muppet Show figures. And I thought, well, Sesame Street, that should be easier, right? Yeah, it's easy. Just say no. And then I saw these at Treehouse Collectibles, was not looking for them. They were there. And damn, it was just all right, give them to me. Love it. Love it. So we've got to open it up. NECA, you're killing it. Killing it. Bert and Ernie, right? Right? These guys, ubiquitous with Sesame Street, but it's a slippery slope, right? I do know how to restrain myself when I'm buying. I do. But let's open these up and you will see, Bitter Troll. So why don't you shut up and enjoy the ride. Steve 3, but they look so good in the box. Let's free them. Let's let them breathe. And the cards are great for this, but they need to be free. They need to be free. How did you get the figures of me and my husband? Yeah, man. You guys are famous. What can we say? You guys are famous. Sorry, I had to take a swallow. I'm getting dry mouth. And let's open this up again. This is a line. Anna, there are other figures in this line as well, right? You got the Count. Oh my God. The Count. And he's in a box. Wait, is this a different scale then? Because that looks like, oh my God. Is that a different scale? Because if that's in a box, that's like the 6-inch. They'll be bigger than these ones. Damn it. So there's a Count. One more figure. What else is there? Oh, and there's number 2 with eyeballs. How much do I love that? How awesome is that? Is that the only other figure? You got a picture of Anna? Just the Count? Okay. Moving on. So obviously it is got a nice card back on it. Sesame Street, the old New York City signs there. It is instantly recognizable, especially if you are of a certain age. I grew up in the 70s, Sesame Street, Electric Company, Polka Dot Door, you know, Mr. Dress Up, Mr. Rogers. These are shows that not warp me. They shaped me at a young age. And Sesame Street obviously was one. On the back of the card, you have a lovely sort of drawing, and I thought, oh my gosh, you can actually you can cut this out and create your own backdrop there, right? And yeah, so and I thought, okay, that's great. Maybe you can do that together. No, you can't. They're all the same, even on Bert. So that made me kind of go, okay, well, I don't. That's another thing. I'm okay with freeing them from the plastic because, you know, let's do it. So you got Ernie, and he's got his rubber ducky, right? Rubber ducky, you're the one. And there's a pigeon and those little fairies, butterflies, and whatnot. I love that makes it look 3D. I mean, he is 3D, right? But the depth of field that's created just by having a picture of a pigeon in the background is great. And here's Bert. Cross Bert. He's not really that cross. He's just judgy. And he's got his button collection, right? That's on a frame. And again, same backdrop, though. Same backdrop. Toonie TV. And so we're going to open them up. Nice and easy. I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to use proper cutting techniques by cutting away from me, right? Instead of towards me. Despite what people say about having better control if you're cutting towards yourself, a true skilled craftsman with the blade knows that a simple slip can really mess you up. Huh? But no judgment. There we go. Look at that. Pristine card back. Right? Yoink. Let's open up Ernie. He's got the little elastics to sort of keep him secure. The anti-theft devices. That's fine. I'll use my clippers. There we go. Rubber ducky's out. Doo-doo. Ooh. At first, I thought I felt like fabric, but it's very, very smooth. It's shiny. It's like it's got a gloss to it. What I love. The arms are locked into position. The elbows are locked, but you can adjust so it looks like he's laughing or whatever, pointing. No movement in the legs, no other articulation. The head does move from side to side, so very simple poses, and that's fine. That I love the detail of his sneakers. We never really saw their feet. Not that often, but these are exactly the kind of sneakers I thought if Ernie was going to wear them, these are very apropos. Blue pants. He's got the spiky hair. I mean, there you go. And look at Rubber Ducky. Squeak, squeak. It's not squishable. Is this the same style as the Toonie Terror figs? It isn't, because these look so... they're not... They don't look cartoony. These actually look like the puppets. Does that make sense? And you'll see more from Bert. With some of the other Toonie Terrors and the other styles, there was a bit of exaggeration on them, and I don't get that from here at all. Check out these knife skills, Steve. Look at that. Cutting away from myself. Look at that. Away. Look at the control. Okay? And all without having to point a blade at myself. whatsoever. Nice and clean. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. So there's his button collection, which is great. I'm gonna adjust my seat. And he's got a little plastic thingy there too. But you can see from Bert, yeah, I mean, they're Muppets, right? So they're gonna look a certain way. They're already gonna look a bit cartoony, but this doesn't feel like it's exaggerated in any way. Like that's Bert. This is how Bert looks. And he is not. Ooh, there's a little bit of movement for his ankles. Ooh, his head. There's some articulation for the head. So you can have the tilted, are you crazy? Walking down. Mouth does not open. So he's got that judgy look. But when he looks up a little bit, he looks a bit happier. When it's down, he's like, ooh, actually evil. They really captured my pizza is late face. There you go. So, and this is his button collection. It's in a frame, right? Different colored buttons that only Bert, what a nerd, would love. Bert has had enough of Ernie's bullshit. I think it's time to call the divorce lawyer. There you go. Two best friends living together. Bert, hey Bert. My favorite scenes were always when Bert was trying to go to sleep and Ernie would keep him up with insane questions. And yeah, there's just something so endearing about that and so annoying at the same time. But yeah, go. These are great. And you know what? They look so much better out of the box. Like the cards look great. But these dudes need to be free. They need to be out there and posed, like strategically placed. I have from the Muppet Show, Statler and Waldorf in a little in their box, their theater box, and it's over there in the corner, and it's great. And I'm glad I didn't keep them in the box. I mean, the box looked great, looked lovely, but they need to be out and about, and they need to be displayed properly. And so, like with these kinds of figures, I don't mind at all because these guys were part of my childhood, and I want to be able to grab them and repose them and put them in different places and have them, placed where I can see them out in the open because they gave so much to me when I was growing up, and now I have them, which is great. They continued to give to me. Bert's shoes are spot on. Yes, the saddle shoes, right? You would, and even the green pants. Who's got, and he's got the V-neck with the turtleneck underneath. He's just rocking that look. So great. And the colors are great. Color schemes are on point. And these are well made. They don't feel cheap. Hefty. Really, really, this is a really, really stiff plastic, like hard plastic. Paint app is great, nice and clean. Oh, and I just noticed this. Ernie's tongue is in the shape of a heart. Bert will go to the dark side, Darth Bert. I never noticed that. Ernie's tongue is in the shape of a heart. Right? That's great. So these are going to go. These are great. And yeah, they stand up pretty well. Yay. That was fun. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for joining. I'm going to wrap it up here because I want to get back to trying to get the helmet on my Carson Teva custom figure as provided by Bob Dylan and Justin's collection. Wow, that was great. So we went from the artisan edition of Anakin Skywalker with rooted hair, which cost a pretty penny and was terrifying to kind of deal with, but I think I'm going to I got over that. And to something that is, in my mind, priceless because it is a one in a million, like one of one custom. I've never had a custom 1/6 scale figure of myself, so generously gifted by people I've never met in person. So that's amazing. Thanks, Steve. Everyone hit the like button or not. Hit the dislike button. YouTube doesn't care. It's just one of those things where you get interaction. So either way. But so I went from that to opening up a toy game from when I was a kid to like a kick-ass sort of collectible shark. Love Jaws. Again, that's my favorite movie of all time. To opening up reliving my childhood again with Bert and Ernie. And I can't think of a better group of people to do it with than all of you here on a Sunday. You're watching a grown man open toys and reminisce. Yeah, absolutely, Anna. Thanks everyone for watching, supporting, and enjoying this time together. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to be here. And for those of you watching on the replay crew, thanks so much for that. Your support means a lot. It's very humbling. And this is something, this channel started out of the pandemic where I just wanted to reach out and chat with people and just sort of do my own thing and keep busy. And it's turned into so much more. And so loving it. Bad Wolf Media member for 46 months. Thanks for letting us hang out with you, Paul. Hey, always. Thank you for hanging out. Melissa K, member for 46 months. Love to the Bitter Brigade. We've built something absolutely so cool. And I love it. I love that it's going. And I want to be able to again, things are going to be starting to slow down by the end of this year for me work-wise, which is great. And so it'll be good to refocus on building this channel and doing more with all of you. I truly believe that we don't stop playing with toys because we get old. We get old because we stop playing with toys. Some of the things that have touched me the most today have been experiences, shows, things from my past growing up that I still love, that have shaped me in ways. And I think there's something really lovely about the nostalgia, but also something that is very, very, when you can make those connections and realize and you become aware and sort of give those things their flowers in a sense, because those are the experiences that made me. And I think it's a shared experience between all of us because we can all relate, maybe not exactly, but we have things that we can relate to as well. Justin, member for 44 months. Another bitter bash is needed. Hey. Thanks for hitting all the nostalgia. Yeah, I agree with you. It's been too long. I'm going to be busy in October, sadly, but who's to say we need to do the bitter bash in October? Maybe we do it in November, right? We don't need a reason to dress up and get together and celebrate and do stuff for charity. To do that. Brandy Woods, member for 46 months. The Bitter Brigade gave me the best big sis. Loves you, Melissa K. See, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Community members just helping each other out. Those connections, they mean a lot. And let's not take them for granted, right? So you guys keep being awesome. If you have your drink, let's do this. Thank you. Just going to keep it simple. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Have a great week. And we will see you next Sunday. All right. So don't forget to vote in the poll. Who's going to win? Who are we going to unbox for the next show? Is it going to be Harrison Dula? Is it going to be Shin Hati, Captain Enoch, or the Dewback and Sand Trooper? Right now, Harrison Dula is in the lead. But I'm going to keep the poll open for the next few days so that the replay crew can have their say as well. Thanks again for joining us. Tell Aaron S. we missed him, even if we didn't. Yeah, where is Aaron S? To be fair, I haven't been as regular as I could have been in terms of my broadcast schedule. So, right. Steve 3 says, has to be Hera now. Oh my gosh. I just made the connection. Ryan didn't say that. So we're going to, oh wait, there he is. He's in Toronto in October. So it really is the best time, huh? We'll see. We'll see. We will see, Ryan. We'll see what we can do. All right. Cheers to the week ahead and to all of you. You're awesome. I love you. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Have a fantastic week, everyone. And keep playing with your toys. Keep playing with your toys. Bye. I still can't. This is so cool. That Carson Teva. I got to figure out how to get the helmet on properly, though. So I think I might have to have him holding the helmet, which is fine. I think his helmet might be a little bit too small for his gigantic head, and that's on me. But have a great week, everyone. Bob Dylan, you are awesome. Justin's Collection, love you. Love to the Bitter Brigade. We'll see you next week. Okay, see you.